Well, hello my friends, and welcome back to the channel. Anyway, it is time for your weekly Clear Lake, California fishing report. And man, what a fun and interesting week it has been. I'm happy to say that I finally figured out a frog bite. It is a timing thing. It's not off the hook by any means, but hey, there's a frog bite, so I'm a happy man. But anyway, let's start out with the basics. The water level is around right at 4 foot. The last time I checked, it was officially at 4.2. I'll post I'll post a picture of the Bobsy gauge towards the end of this video. So that's where we are on the water level. They're letting out 3 to 4 inches a week. We got more hot weather coming up, so that may increase a little bit depending on the wind and the evaporation, but that's been about the average. And the water temps, we had a little cooling down period, but that's going bye-bye. So this weekend I can just give you guys a general idea that you're going to be in the low to mid 80s is probably the average that you're going to find. And I've covered a lot of the lake. I've covered just about every area except the red butt arms, so I don't have any information for you guys that love it down through there. If you're interested in that, you can go watch Steve's Clear Lake Fishing TV. He has a lot of footage down there in that area that can give you some general ideas of what's happening down there. But okay, so we got that. I don't know what's coming up as far as tournaments and stuff this weekend. There's always something, so you can always plan on boat traffic. But speaking of weekends, I actually got my lazy butt up and did some fishing on the weekend. And my fishing this week has been hit and miss. I can tell you that, in all honesty, I could have 100 fish day every day right now, but they would all be 6 to 8 inches with maybe a 2 or 3 pounder mixed in there with the finesse baits. So if you're bringing a kid up, grab that drop shot, grab that Cinco, grab that Ned rig, that shaky head, and even your poppers and stuff like that. There's areas that I'm in where the silver sides are just getting munched, but they're all little baby fish. So you could even break like a popper or something like that and have yourself an absolute blast just catching fish. But for the bigger fish, what I've been concentrating on, I went out, I had the pleasure of meeting Benno. He is the creator, inventor, and producer of the trash fish. And we went out fishing, and we didn't light them up, but we had a ton of fun, and we concentrated on the flipping. So the flipping was the big deal for us. My buddy Mark, he is still on really good numbers, and of course he's whacking them on the drop shot. The drop shot's really kind of being the theme that everybody really seems to be having their most success with right now. And he said his deeper bite quality fish have gone away, but he's still on the numbers, and he's still catching them with the jigs and the chatterbait and the underspin. So Mark's game hasn't changed much. He's still on the same stuff. But I want to say congratulations to my buddy Chris Perez. He's on some of my videos. You guys have seen Chris. He fished BBT tournament Saturday and one on Sunday, and him and his buddy Kent won both tournaments. So Chris was on a great bite, and I spoke with him today, and he told me I could let you guys know that their bites came on a frog and on flipping. So if that's your game, I mean, they had 27 day one on Saturday, and they had 25 on day 2. And the Wednesday nighters this week, I think they had 28 teams, and every single team had a 4-pound average. That's amazing. I have no clue how they caught them, but if I remember, I'll try to post a couple pictures on the end of this video. So the big fish are biting right now, but I can tell you with my experience, I've gotten on a real good evening bite that I thought was going to translate to the morning bite, and that just was not the case. It is definitely, for me right now, a timing thing. I've had a few days. I actually went out on, I'm going to say Wednesday, my evening bite. I stayed close to home, so I've been fishing in the Keys just to keep it honest. And I can tell you, in a week and a half, I haven't gotten a single bite in the Keys, and I'm going out on what I would call prime time, just to keep them honest. And I'm just shocked that I'm not getting a single bite in there. I wish I had the means to test the oxygen level to see what's really going on in there. But my bites are definitely a timing thing, and I don't 100% have it figured out. So I'm freaking, it's either a whack attack or a big old slap for me right now. But I'm having an absolute wonderful week. The weather's been great. The wind hasn't been that terrible, and the boat traffic hasn't been insane. So the algae is still an issue, especially here in the red bud arm where I'm spending a lot of times. I'll come out sometimes and there'll just be a big long swath of that blue-green algae that's blown up and drifting down the center of red rattlesnake, and it's just nasty. That stuff is so foul. But this wind is just really moving it around a lot. You'll see on some of my videos that I'm posting some shorts. I'll walk out one morning and it'll be just not an ounce of it. I'll walk back out 5-6 hours later and it's just a solid carpet of it. So that's what we're dealing with the algae. And other than that, I can just tell you, it is a great time to come up to Clear Lake right now. This heat wave, I'm hoping it doesn't just really spike the algae bloom again, but to be truthful, it probably is. But I can tell you, there's a lot of clear water to be found. But I can also tell you, unfortunately, a lot of the areas that I love in the summer that has really good grass to fish, those areas have been sprayed or they've done the pellets or something. But it's just that dying, dead, brown stuff that I don't have any confidence in. I'm sure there's people out there that know how to fish it and have a lot of success, but it's just not my thing and not the areas I enjoy fishing. So if you got it on your mind to get up here to Clear Lake, I can tell you I would rate Clear Lake probably at an 8 right now. It's a timing thing, but it can be one of the best days of your life also. So pack your stuff and get on up here to Clear Lake. It's fishing pretty darn good. But other than that, you know what's next, baby. When you get up here, treat people the way you want to be treated. Respect the resource, and peace out, baby. Well, you can see the Bobsy gauge is high and dry. We're at 4.2, I believe, is the last I checked on the Rumsey gauge, and of course, pea soup and yolks. Looks so perfect in here. Overcast. It should be insane today. Here's an example of my favorite type of grass on Clear Lake. If you find this, fish it. Flip it, frog it, buzz bait it, underspin it, all of the above. They're in it. This right here is as good as it gets this time of year, in my opinion. I get excited when I find this. So hopefully this won't get poisoned in the next week or so, and I can enjoy it and have a good spot to go catch some fish.